Well, I think I'm going to be introducing a man who needs no introduction. But here goes. Could we have a little more light, please? Very good. Good. Is that good for the film crew? Great. Okay. Yogi Bhajan. Yogi Bhajan is the founder of 3HO. And this is the Healthy, Happy, Holy organization. And he has served as director of the spiritual education since he has arrived in Los Angeles. Within a few years of his arrival, he established over 120 yoga and meditation centers. And he still tours and lectures not only in this country but throughout the world. Yogi Bhajan was raised in Punjab of India, and he was known as a very unusually gifted child. His parents arranged for him to study with several leading teachers of yoga, meditation, and religion. And by the age of 16, Yogi Bhajan had mastered Kundalini Yoga. He graduated from Punjab University with honors in economics and went on to become an officer in the Indian government. At the age of 39, he left India for America, and in December of 1968, Yogi Bhajan brought with him a wealth of very ancient knowledge of yoga, meditation, and healing. It has been his express purpose to share this knowledge and preserve it in the West. He earned his PhD in psychology of communications in 1980. In 1973, he unveiled 3HO Super Health, a drugless substance abuse treatment program in Tucson, Arizona, which has 90% recovery rate to this day. And Yogi Bhajan set up a affiliated super health program in Moscow. And this was just recently, since his trip in January of 1990. And I remember we were there together at that time. He has authored and published over 30 books. In 1971, in Amritsar, India, he was bestowed the title Sri Singh Sahib, designating him as the chief religious and administrative authority for the ministry of Sikh Dharma in the Western Hemisphere. He has established an annual Peace Prayer Day event in the mountains of New Mexico where people from all over the world, including government officials, grassroots citizens, spiritual seekers from all over, they come there to pray together for world peace each year. And now I'd like to say that I do know that knowing Yogaji for 20 years and every interaction I've had with him, I have to say to you that he truly represents a man of great wisdom, strength, fearlessness, yes, and very deep compassion and wisdom. And more than that, I find within him tremendous, tremendous compassion and the desire to serve all of humanity. So it is with great honor and with great pleasure I introduce Yogi Bhajan.
Many of you have attended with me 2 days. Let us correctly chant Om. Om. It is in the inner couch where the pituitary exists, the Agya Chakra based 1 inch, 2 millimeter, and it is with the pineal at 2.2 circumvent magnetic energy where you can utter this sound. I'm known as a yogi. I don't understand myself, but I understand this as a science. God is infinite, and so are we. Switch on and switch off is His, not ours. I never wrote an application, Almighty God made me a human, 6'2", size this, give me a good brain, and everything else. Neither you. With all your teachings, love and affection, you have not recognized this planet Earth is rotated by God, and He takes care of your routine. Bogus as we are, and bogus are our claims as individual. And we claim we don't have ego. Sir, you don't have ego, you have no amigo. There are no friends. Nothing is going to go with you, you know it. Nothing came with you, you know it. But question is, when Mother taught you potty training, Mother Earth did not taught you to behave. And Heaven Fathers did not tell you you are infinity. You did degrees, and you did a lot of stuff. You stuffed yourself with nothing but garbage. And now you have to carry that bag. You are bhogis or yogis or yogis, and that doesn't make any difference. Question is, in the face of the calamity, can you stay calm? In the state of passion, can you understand? Is it the action and reaction, your way of life, or you have resurrection? No, you are Western. All you know is erection. You can't change your style. If he does this, I can do that. No. You must understand that you can start sequence. Consequences you can't control. Newton's third law, action has a reaction equal and opposite. That's a law. What you do not want to face, don't start. That's a yogi. Don't let down yourself and don't let down anybody else. Because when you let down anybody else, you are already let down yourself. Don't you understand that? You don't. You want knowledge? There are thousands of libraries and pundits and yogis and swamis and ministers and padre and God knows. With all that, you will remain an idiot if you do not know I is given by the thou. And what an ungrateful, single-minded, foolish we are when we understand thou is thou and we use the word I. You have come here. Just understand one man came, Vivekananda, who understood the routine and the route is of his master's blessing and God's will. 100 years ago. You know, you understand? Today, look at the power of that man. We are all here because of his name. When my doctor told me, sir, you can't go. I said, you told me not to go on a Europe trip, or you told me to do this, I am going. You will have a heart attack. I say, I'll come back in one piece without any attack. I'm going. It's your mistake, sir. I say, I'll miss the take. I'll put myself on the stake. I shall go. Why? I says, Swami Vivekananda came, World Parliament of Religion. He went back, had a one fun. We are here, taken the beating. From last 25 years, we are the Viveka. He was the Ananda. Let me forget, go and meet one man who has a lotus temple. Let me go and see him. It will heal me. Let me see Maharishi Pratap, who call him doctor. I don't know what is wrong with him. I have never understood. Yesterday was the big night. There were people here trying to tell you how to be wise. Night before, you were told how to be wise. Tonight, I am telling you how you are foolish. Because you are trying to be wise. Leave it to God. If He made you foolish, be good foolish. If He made you wise, be wise. If He makes you stupid, be good stupid. All you have to do, be good. God is G-O-D, God. Good is G-O-O-D. And G-O-O-D, put the S, mean goods. Let them come to you by His will, not by your karma. Karma has an action and reaction problem. Dharma has no action and no reaction. You think people didn't abuse us, didn't allege us, didn't call us womanizer, idiots, satans? Name the abuses. I have on tape records. I am the most abused human on the planet. One day, I asked somebody, I say, abuse me. He called me a name. I say, it's too late. You think there's a great Swami somewhere than Sachitananda, who stood on a fry pan and still laughed? Can you match this man? Can you? No, you can't. Let me punch your face and see how you feel, and see how many punches he took and smile. That is yoga, not that writing. This man has 30 books and he teach 500 universities, and his title 1, 2, 3, A, Z, B, C, 32 degree over 108. Bull. That is nothing. Thing is, the man who came here and got beaten and beaten and beaten and still rose like Kundalini and smiled and blessed. Jesus was day and a half. I have watched him 25 years. He faces crisis. He's hung on that cross every morning. He may deny it. He's sitting here. Ask him to lie. Tell him. Tell him to say no. This is the milestone of that history, which is America. That is America. There sits Pratap, blessing. Pratap means grace. And you ask him, he's a very funny guy. You see? You ask him, what is happening? He says, it is happening, it can happen, it will be happening, because it is happening. Therefore, let it happen. Hey, what is this? What are you saying? Say something. I'm saying something, you are saying something. We are saying something, it is being said. Now, how you can deal with him? How you can deal with him? What are you going to do? What he's telling you? He's telling you it is because it is. And you can't, your ego can't take it. You are egomaniac. You can't take it. You say, how it is, it is. Because it is, it is. It cannot be other than it is. These eyes cannot even read billboard. After 40, you put glasses. After 60, you do like this. This is nothing. There's a light in it. In these, netro mereo, harbin aur na dekho koi. Oh, my eyes see nothing but God. Sarvano mereo, sach sunne ko puthaye. You are here to listen to the truth. Rasana anras jaj rahi. Oh, tongue, you are just talking nothing. Tasteless things. You have come here to know. I know you don't know that what you know is not worth knowing, and knowing is not what you know. Because you have three personalities. Elementary, which you don't know. Working personality, which you want to keep it. And fantasy, which you don't want to be caught with. So who are you? What you do? Read few books, study with certain teachers, and adapt certain personality, and you fake it. You think you can make it. No. There was a question asked in Dr. Ladd's class. Why should we surrender to a guru? And I was there, couldn't stop. I said, don't. If you don't want to ride a luxury liner, take your boat and keep the hell driving, paddling, see how many sharks you can cross. Can you understand your life, that you have no person in your whole life who can tell you shut up? Not one person. And you know the law of science. There is no object which has no subject. Guru is not a person, not a body. Not when Guru goes to the bathroom or Guru goes to the kitchen. That's not the Guru you are talking about. You are stupid. Guru is the word in watch this. Co-relative reference of that integrated sense of integration in which he identity, personality, and the duality he assesses to understand your personality and corrects it to the frequency in which it should exist. In theta d gamma in 2 mega in authoritative calculus 2c, when the personality becomes I22c, the person is identified as 019710. Oh, it is on the tape. Multiply it geographically and geometrically, you find what I'm saying. And this is 1,000 years from now, people will talk. They never talk Kundalini Yoga. They have time in the energy, in the base of that, into system of that, into that molecule, into that relevancy, the speed per that of the cycle, considered to be that in the projection equal to action. You know, you go home, they talk to the kids, they play all that, and Papa said, what are you playing? He said, Papa, join with me in this game. He said, I have office work to do. I have to do something, because he doesn't know. The kids put the calculation, he said, look at this. He bought it. He paid for it. He brought it home. He doesn't know a thing. 4-year-old kid, he said, this is yoga we are learning here. A guru comes, he talks Vedanta, he talks Gita, he talks all that. He said, you say, because you brush your hair this morning to be on sale. You dress yourself to be on sale. You want to be attracted. You want to look beautiful. There's nothing wrong in it. But are you beautiful? Does your mind tell you you're beautiful? Does your soul support the claim you are beautiful? Does the God within you told you you are divine? How can you get rid of duality? when inside you, you know there is nothing there. And you know Alice doesn't live home anymore. It's an empty house. And then there comes Swami Satchidananda, Swami Vivekananda, Swami this, Yogi this, and you bet them for years and years and years. They still are here. That is yoga. They could not let their union go. You know, somebody said to me, I'll sue you. I said, fine, my insurance will take care of it, and I have a legal fund already, because I know your guys. And I'll say, I'll beat you to the extent that you will never sue anybody again, ever. How? I say, I'm Kshatriya. I'm a warrior. I believe in Christ. If somebody hits your left cheek, blow up his right, so he may not hit anybody's cheek ever again. I say, touch me wrong, and ad such, jugad such, heavy such, nanak hosi be such, you shall not exist. And I am a yogi. I'll chase you here and hereafter. I say, in the heaven and hell, there is a little tunnel. You will find me standing there. I say, come on, go ahead. And I show you this mind in the triple axis of it, into the negative, positive, and neutral, when it projects to the infinity, how it controls the infinity, how it controls the tattvas, how it controls the gunas. Mega, if you sleep tonight, come tomorrow and say, I slept. That will decide the issue. Why so? I say, you are evil. You are wrong. I'm very compassionate. I won't let you go wrong. So I'll tell you, wrong is wrong. And if I don't tell you by tomorrow, wrong is wrong, then I have failed. And I have failed you. Why? I say, I'm not a preacher, I'm a teacher. I'll teach you, you will never forget. You know, they say, ways are many and truth is one. Flowers are many and bouquet is one. But if there's no bouquet, there's no string around it, it's no bouquet. That string keep it together. We are yogis. It doesn't matter we would practice. We are tall, small, big, fat, idiots, wise, doesn't matter. But once we say yogi, then we have to get it together. Varnato, varnate, varnati, varnan, sojoti varnan. She has an ambition, a lunatic ambition, to get it together. Philosopher, lunatics, and lovers, that's a one-minded faculty. And she has a faculty, get it together. I saw her in Russia. Gee, can't forget it. She was so much getting it. I have to go to Russia. That day he got us on the table, we are going to go to Israel. I said, okay. There's no need not to say no, because we'll go to Israel. One day she's going to go, we are going to go on the top of the Himalaya and sit on Mount Everest. We'll go. What should we do? We got to go. We have to go, because this is the time to go. Keep going. We have a kid in the White House. You know? He's a yuppie. Hillary is yuppie. And they are trying to tell these oldies, America has changed. And they are saying, no, we won't pass the bill. $4 trillion deficit. $32,000 per head we are in debt. And they won't pass the bill. Bob and Bill are going to die in the Himalaya cave in the chill because America will not support it. America is an awakened country now. Once upon a time, there was 60s. And happens to be, there was a city. The fairy made it very bright and called it San Francisco. And in the grounds and the veins and the veils and the buildings and the architect of that building, something happened. And there came a different smell and different smoke. And in the different smell and the different smoke, people threw away that yoke of 3 pieces and tie, and they said bye-bye. 20 million Americans revolted in that evolution. 1 million survived. It was a silent sacrifice. I was one among them. I saw naked dead bodies. I saw people who never got up again. Today this conference is not. This conference is in the memory, in the glory, in the silent sacrifice. Those 19 million Americans who OD'd and give themselves up so that today we can have a unity yoga conference. I moved with them, I slept with them, I walked with them. They wanted to put some white stuff in my chapatis. I started making their own chapati and burned my own hand right here. There's the sign. It took me one day, 9 days to ask a very beautiful, educated person, where you live. 9 days. The biggest japa, the biggest mantra I repeated, where do you live? Mm-hmm. Do you know where do you live? Mm-hmm. You don't know where you live? Mm. 9 days. After 9 days I found, person said, I live? Huh? I say, yeah, you are alive, you live. Who are you? I say, I'm Yogi Bhajan. Huh? You live? I say, yes. So I live? Yes. We live? Yes. I say, where you live? Write down the address. Person wrote the address, never got up again. We sit here in that honor. There were no scriptures. There were no ornaments. We used to weave green leaves and used to make a tira of that, remember? There was no underwears. We take certain pieces of cloth and put it together to cover some people. Once I recovered a person, I returned that person to the home. It was 32-bedroom house. There were 17 guard dogs. And when I took their child there, the mother and father cried. They prostrate before me. They lie down flat. They say, police failed, everybody failed. You have brought our son. Please sit down, have a cup of tea. I say, I have other to return. I have 5 with me. No, we want to help you. I say, I have helped you. Don't bargain. It is a service of love, not a trash of bargain. I brought your child, please take care of it. And I have other to return to others. People abused me. I'm a marksman. You say, the bullet will go in your throat. In darkness. People abused me, they claimed things, they said things, and I remained. I didn't say, Father, forgive them, they don't know what they're doing. I say, Father, Let them do what they are doing. Be with me now. And I said, Yogi Bhajan, you come little late. Swami Sachidanand came little earlier. He's getting head on. And keep your shoulders going. You tell us we are con, cheating men. We have come here to abuse America. Put on all the abuses we have given to you on one side and put what we have given to you on the other side. Balance it out. You are here because of us. You want to know how big a womanizer I am? Ask my wife, who never sees me. She flies this plane, I go that plane. You dumb fellows, we love you. We didn't put a condition on. You put condition on us. We became the target of your anger, and you became the target of our love. We keep it going. I am tonight grateful to those who let their lives go, but did not give in to the American hypocrisy. I am going to honor those teachers who were insulted, abused, accused, judged, slandered. They still smiled. I am going to honor those yoga students who kept their union with their masters, with all the provocation and everything else. I stand tonight not for myself, because I was never myself. Had it been one day myself, I would have committed suicide. It's not worth of one day to live. So I decided I'm never going to be myself. My children asked me, Papa, what you got here? You had wealth, you had authority, you had everything there. What are you doing here? I said, rubbing your nose in the dirt. Why? I said, son, we are Sikhs. We have learned one thing, to serve where nobody can serve, to kiss to whom nobody can, to stand for where nobody stands for, to understand when there's nothing to understand. And if you belong to that heritage, then worship and serve that legacy. Have you seen Swami Sachidanand in Sri Lanka? Have you seen that man who was singing with all his mouth twisted in Bangalore? Have you seen these people somewhere where they belong and what people see and seek them for? You only know it here. You think we live off you? Ah! God, we taught you for $1.50 an hour class to pay the rent of the room. We became beggars for you so that one day you can call yourself yogis. It is always the seed goes into the dirt and becomes a tree. Today, it is the 100th year of a beautiful grown tree with flowers and with leaves, and it has a strong trunk and it has root. It doesn't matter, we are in that dirt. But in the eyes of God, in the eyes of our consciousness, in the eyes of our identity, grace, and in the eyes of our imperial royal understanding of Raj Yoga, we are the divine children of Almighty. And if Rama Jyoti Varnan wants to walk on days and feels the mother, she should be ready to walk on the same path. You have to whisk through the freaks, and you should be ready to take. And all those who have come as yoga teachers, I have a message for you. If you are yogis and your union is complete, then don't unite with slander and appreciation. You are slander and appreciation. When the pair of opposite doesn't affect a human, he's a yogi. Then good doesn't mean anything, bad doesn't mean anything. He's a yogi. And all of those who have come in the name of yoga, you are yogis. If all these 3 days nothing affected you, I'm grateful to this present, future, past presidents. They happen to be ladies. And that day I was in a panel and I was being monitored. Yogi Bhajan being monitored, very difficult situation. First I decided in this circumstance I'm going to get up and leave, and then look around, and she was a woman. Like my mother, like my sister, like my daughter, like my Shakti. Ashtotang bhajo bhagavati yanda name mahamata devo asthaya sama ano bhage pranam devi dayandamba jagdambe uma sarvasati bhagavati bhava. It hit me like a hammer. Sat down. I said, yes. Please, monitor us. So long the born of a woman we shall not respect a woman, there shall be no peace on the earth. Because you forget your bija. What you came from, you deny. Where did you go? You will never find. It's a simple yoga. Garbha yoga. You're born of a woman. When I came to America, I fell flat. Flat. I can't tell you how miserable I was when I heard a man calling a woman chick. Chick what? What chick? I say, I'll make them eagles. Since then, I have taught women training, Khalsa women training camp every summer. One day, those books, 14 books, shall lead the woman of the world. I was shocked. Woman doesn't know she has 11 moons. I was shocked. She doesn't know her pelvic opens 18 inches. I was shocked. She doesn't know the biorhythm of her breast is much more than the biorhythm of the testicles of the male. I was shocked that when in the UCLA they told me there are not 12 glands. I was shocked at the entire knowledge here. And I kept saying, you are wrong. I am right. That's the way it is. I was shocked when I told a woman, you are 16 times more intelligent and you have the capacity to hold your grounds because God made you to be a mother tomorrow. He gave you more than you know. Hold your grounds. I told Christians, the only thing in the Bible is behold yourself. Don't let it fall by passion and temptation. I told everybody, don't get attached, otherwise you have to drag the weight. Simple things I say. They are pure experience of a father, of a husband, of a man, of a teacher, of a accused, of a tortured, betrayed, who have gone through million treacheries, but still smile and says Satnam. And tonight with me, all those who came before me, right for Vivekananda, and all those who follow me, we all stand in line for them. We are the link and the lineage of that unseen bridge, which yogis who were yogis, not yogis, wanted to be yogis, could be yogis, said they are yogis, but couldn't say they are yogis. They built with their blood. This tonight is dedicated to them. In this tonight, I and you are one. In this tonight, none among us is seriously bigger, smaller, real, fake. Tonight is the spirit, is the love which has no bargaining capacity. Tonight is the night of our surrender to Almighty God for giving us the passion, the feeling, the understanding that we could come here. Tonight is the day of the strength, of the Shakti, of the Bhakti, of the Brahmati, Prithvi, Anarasi, Bhargava Mata, that it attracted us to come here and look at each other. Though we didn't shake hands, though we didn't hug each other. Hold each other's hands. Now. You are lazy. You get enchanted by me. I am the worst guy. Don't ever trust. Hold hands and say hello. Good night. Thank you.